Hello everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek. Hello, say hey when you come in. There we go. Hi everybody, hi. So I've pinned all the stuff I'm going to be using. I'm going to try and do that for every live. I'm trying to do a little better every time I go live. So I have pinned all the links for everything I'm using. So if you do want to create what I'm doing, or if you like the ribbon I'm using or the mesh I'm using, the links are pinned to this live. So welcome on this Friday night. Thanks for joining me. I have a cute, a really cute creation set up here for spring. Yes, for spring, and I'm going to be using florals, but not expensive florals. You know, very easy to use florals. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I know there is, hi Nadine, hi Dottie, hi Tara, hi Patricia, hi everybody. Oh, hi, Lemon Wreath Decor. Hello. Diane, Tammy, Layla. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. I am doing very well. Feeling much better than I was a while ago. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to be using the oval board tonight. Let me go down. There we go. Hi. Nice surprise. Well, if you signed up for my StreamYard message notifications, I did send out a message that I was going live, and I did make an event today. So some people knew I was going live. Anyways, I'm going to be using this really pretty 12-inch metal sign. Hi, everybody. You can find it in our shop, uniqueinthecreek.com. I also have it, the link to this sign directly pinned in the comments. But there is a ton. You can do this creation that I'm going to show you and use any sign, okay? It's just a fun way to use some florals inexpensively, okay? With still using a really pretty 12-inch sign. A cold Sault Ste. Marie. Yeesh. Okay, so this sign is MD0993. It's really pretty. It says spring flower market. It's got butterflies. It says seed stems. It's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to be pairing it with, first I'm going to take off the cheesy tags, just in case we don't want a customer seeing the tag. So I always remove them, even if I'm using the large board and you don't even see the back of the sign, I still take it off. Aw, thanks Deborah. Glad to see you guys all too. I hope you are all doing well and staying warm. It is burr cold here in Niagara Falls. And usually I sleep with one of my windows open. And I had to like shut it and keep it open, only a crack. I never do that. That's how cold it is. All right, we're good. Yes, thank you, Tina Kelly. So that's the number of the sign Tina just posted. And like I said, I did pin it. So I'm going to be using this sign. I'm going to be using not even a half a roll of this lime green horizontal wide stripe mesh. Okay, and I'm going to be using these plastic flowers. Now I found these plastic flowers years ago, and I've done quite a few creations with them. You can get them, they're very inexpensive on Amazon. They are plastic, so they are, you can use them outdoors. So you have no problem, you would have no problem putting this design outside on your gate or your fence or, you know, your patio area. This is aluminum, it won't rust. These are plastic, the mesh is plastic, the board's plastic, the zip tie's plastic. I do have a link for these specific ones that I'm using. You do get 12 of these in a bag. I'll show you the bag. I bought 2 because they are like literally one of my favorite florals, and they're so easily, you can so easily purchase them on Amazon. They literally come the next day. So there is 12 of these per package. So this is how they come in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to be using purple, these purple ones, and I'm using the yellow ones. Okay, so these bags go a long way, and you'll see in a sec when I start my project what I mean by a long way. Okay, so I have pre-cut. I have it in a bucket. I've pre-cut my pieces, and I will show you. I pre-cut all 12 of the yellow. I won't be using all 12. I just pre-cut them anyways. And I have 2 more bushes left of the purple that I wanted to show you how I was pre-cutting them. Okay, so what I do is I just take this bush or spray or whatever it is and just separate it. And I'm going with my wire nippers or wire cutters just about 1 inch down from the last little stem here. Just like that. Okay, some of them are higher up. You don't need a big long stem on these. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Happy Friday night. All right, and then this is garbage. For some reason, hi, Melissa. Hi, Aunt Marilyn. I hope you guys are all well. I haven't seen you guys forever. Oh, God, I really need to catch up with everybody. Okay, and there's the second one. So like I said, with the link I have in my comment, you get 12 of these, I think for $17.99 and free shipping because it's Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime. So I'm just cutting about 1 inch below the last nub or stem or whatever you want to call it down there. Okay. So like I said, I'm using these purple, and they have all different colors. The only thing is why I put my link is because you have to be careful because some of the flowers, they look exactly like this, but they have long spiky things. They don't work as well as these, I'm going to go down to the board, as these with the boxwood greenery. See, the greenery on the flowers is like a boxwood. Some of them that you order come with long spiky things. I don't have any around here. And the flower is at the end of the spiky things. I don't like those. And I really, when I first started using these, I had no idea there was a difference. But using these quite a bit that I have, these are my favorite. The links and I provided you the links for the purple and the yellow. They do have other colors that you can choose from. Okay, so I have cut all 12 of the purple. And I just have these Dollar Tree garbage buckets. Okay, and I'm just going to have it onto the side of me so I can just grab the stems as we go. Okay, it's going to be really pretty and springy. Alrighty. And the next thing I'm using is, so you don't have to use as many florals, we're going to add some mesh. And we're not going to add too many pieces of mesh. We're only going to use a half a roll. half a roll of this horizontal wide stripe. I love, love, love this lime green. So if you're going to do a design like this, the lime green will match any of the color flowers that you do pick. This number, again, I do have it pinned, but it is, oh, where is it? Oh God, what number is it? RE. This is scratched out for some reason. It is the lime green. I'll have to go to the store here. Lime green horizontal mesh. So let me type that in. Lime green horizontal. The search bar is your friend for everything. Okay, so, and it's a fairly inexpensive mesh, and it is RE890068. Okay, RE890068, and the link in the comments will take you there. Okay, so I need 10 pieces of this. I'm going to cut it at 12 inches. So I have most of them already done. So I only need I only need 3 more pieces. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces at 12 inches. You need a total of 10 pieces altogether for this project. So 1. So you're only using like 120 yards. So you're using less than half a roll. There we go. You don't need to heat seal it or wood burn or anything. So that's all we're going to use, and we have lots left. So if you need to do another one, you have enough green to do another one, or do it on the ring board, because this design can be done on the ring board as well. Okay. So what I've done some of it already. So what I've done is I've gone around the oval, and every other set of holes, the last hole to the middle hole is going to get a piece of mesh, okay? So I'm going to do a kerfuffle. Oh, I have to go back so I can see the comments. I'm going to do a kerfuffle. That way we won't see the cut edge or anything. So I've done every other one already, and I have 3 more to do. So I have this one, and this one. So you want to start with your kerfuffle right at the top where it says number 1 and number 2. Start your kerfuffle right there. Skip the next one, put a kerfuffle, skip the next row, put a kerfuffle, skip the next row. We're going to put a kerfuffle, and that is your mesh is curl up, bring the bottom to the center of your mesh. Just guess, you do not need to, you don't need to measure or anything, okay? And then bring the top just down, just slightly over the bottom crease there. So you have like an envelope rectangle. And then I'm just going to scrunch and pinch right up the center of this piece of mesh. Just like that. And you've probably seen me do a kerfuffle quite a bit. It's one of my very favorite folds. And then I'm going to bring this bow tie thing. There's our cut edges. I'm going to face it downwards. That way, if it does start to fray, we're not going to see any of that. Nobody wants to see the frays. Okay? And I've loaded open this hole, from row 1 to 1.5. So you just go down and back up and leave it open. Take your kerfuffle. You're going to put it right in the center in between. And I flip it going outwards. So this is just kind of making a frame around our board and filling in where we won't have to use so many florals, okay? So, and then just do your zip tie up. All right, and then cut off the zip tie. Next one we're skipping, and then we're gonna go here, do the exact same thing. So curl up. Your finished or factory edges are on the left and right hand side of your mesh. Bring that top just a little over the bottom, pinch it, and drag it with your thumb and Peter pointer and pinch it right in the middle, flip it over, and then where you've pinched it, you're going to put that right on your board with your ruffles kind of facing outwards. Again, we're just framing it. And there we go. Oh, I want to mention, I am putting my sign. I'm putting my sign to the side of my wreath board here. I guess I should have said that first. Once we get everything on. So what I have done is, let me see. I'm going to take this off so you guys can see, because it's kind of important. Okay, so this is a 12-inch metal sign, and I will be using a pipe cleaner through the hole at the top and at the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to be attaching my sign. I put a little mark because the holes will line up to this hole. So I'm going to go, when I'm finished, I'm going to go down this hole and attach the sign here and then right here. So this is the halfway mark, okay? So if you have the oval like this, this is the halfway mark. It's one above the halfway mark. See where I put that star? I literally marked the back of my boards right here and right here where I'm going to be putting my pipe cleaner in the sign. So the halfway mark is right here. So I'm going one above on the outside row 1, okay, for the top of the sign. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows past this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have a mark here. I'll put a star. That's where the bottom of my sign is going to go, from here to here. And then the top of the sign is going to go from here to here. So from pretty much from this area to this area, we're not going to have to use any florals. Okay, we're just going to attach our sign just like that. Okay, so we're kind of cheating. We're giving the appearance of a large floral wreath without using a ton of florals. Okay, so just put a mark on the back of your board where your sign is going to go. Let me put this kerfuffle back in. I don't know why my comments are not scrolling. Hello all my friends. I did not share it to the group. If you're asking me, Tina Kelly, sorry, I'm just seeing my comments now. Hi everybody, welcome to our Friday night live. We're making a really cute floral wreath with a oval. So it is going to be a pretty large wreath, but the ovals are so pretty on a door. And they don't use, you think they would use a lot more material than like a ring board and stuff, but they don't. Okay, so we're skipping every other hole. So we started right at the top, row 1 to 1.5. We did a kerfuffle, skipped, a kerfuffle, skipped, all the way around. We're doing that 10 pieces at 12 inches. Okay, 10 pieces at 12 inches. And there's my last piece of mesh I have to put in. So that's my 10th piece. Alrighty. And now what we're going to do is, I've already started, what I'm going to do is, wherever I put a piece of mesh, we're going to go over that zip tie. So down and back up. Okay, and close the zip tie up. Now don't close it up tight just till you hear a zipping sound. You hear that zip? And then the next, so each row will have 2 zip ties closed. So the next row, you do the 2 zip ties closed. Again, we're going to put another zip tie right over top of this one. And you'll see why in a sec. Oops. So make sure you put your zip tie into the hole, go down, back up, with the flat side of the zip tie head facing the tail. That way when you go to do it up, you'll hear that zipping sound and it'll lock. Okay? So this row where we had just zip ties, again, we're going to go over top of this one. And you're going to do that all the way around. Oops, this one's wrong. I did this one from here to the outside of the board, and I don't want that. I want it down, back up. Do you see how easy it is to fix something? It's very easy with Unique Creek boards to fix a mistake. So I don't want to use the hole to the outside of the board. I am using the last hole to the middle, and that's where I'm putting my mesh in. And now I'm going to go down and up. Okay, so I am going to stop here because, like I said, this from here to here, we're not going to need many florals because the sign is going to cover it, right? So I'm going to start, what I did was each row, so this last row that I've done here, both have yellow. The next row is purple. So wherever there is a piece of mesh, that row is going to be purple. So all I did was each row I alternated. All yellow, all purple, all yellow, all purple, all yellow, all the way around. And you can mix it, you can keep one color, you can do half purple, half yellow, going down. It's totally up to you. But that's how I did it, so it ends up just blending in anyways, so you really can't tell that I did, that all that row is purple, all this row is yellow, like that. Okay, so I'm going to start down here because it's easier for you guys to see as we go this way, so I'm not having to lift the flowers up and stick them in. So this row is going to be purple. Now where the mesh is, I'm only using 2 pieces of this purple, okay? And what I'm doing is just putting the bottoms side by side like that. So the bottoms meaning where the little branches section off. Just putting it, and I'm putting it right into the zip tie, and I'm zip tying right over top, right where the little branches start. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Okay. And then I'm just kind of turning it outwards, do it up tight, and clip that zip tie off. You can trim these down a little bit more if they're a bit long. And then I'm just going to hit it with a tiny bit of hot glue, just in case somebody grabs the florals or something and they pull out. At least the glue is in there and they won't pull out. Okay, so 2 pieces on the very outside row here, and then on the inner I'm doing 4 pieces. Okay, so 4 of these. So 1, 2, and I'm just kind of putting them over top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're lined up where the branches start. And then I'm going to stick that whole thing into this zip tie. And you can see there's the start of my branches, and I'm zip tying just over the branches there. All right, and then I'm just gonna go over with a little bit of hot glue, like that. And then the next row is gonna be yellow. Now I did mark here, because my sign starts here. So I think after this row, I'm not going to need any florals up above. So, okay. Again, now we're going to do yellow. Still doing 1, 2 of the yellow on the outer zip tie. Okay, kind of angling it so the stem kind of goes towards, you know, the middle, like a 45-degree angle, and I'm zip tying it right over where those stems start. Okay, and as you can see, the green mesh is just kind of outlining our florals. And then the inner one, just like the purple, I'm going to do 4. So each row is going to have 6 of these little branches. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So like I said, I'm just lining up where the branches start, stick it right into the zip tie, and then do the zip tie right over where the branches start. Okay? Hit it again with a little bit of glue. I'm using my big glue gun tonight because I ran out of my small Gorilla Glue sticks. So for this project, I want to use like good glue. And then once it's in there, you can just kind of lift them up a little bit so they're not lying flat. And there you go. You can see it overlaps and you don't see any of the zip ties, right? And you can't tell I really did, you know, lines of yellow, purple, yellow, purple. Okay, so now this is where my sign is going to go. I have my little star there. And then up here. So you can see under, that's how my sign is going to sit on the wreath. So there's no sense on wasting any florals or anything under here. It's just going to sit like this. All right. Now, where I'm putting the sign, we do need to put some florals right below. Because the sign is going to sit here, we still need a few little florals peeking out from the sign to keep our thing flowing, right? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It is going to be beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to continue this way because I believe this one, I have to have the flowers going upwards. So what you can do is you can push these back And I think I want from here to the center going upwards, meaning the stems, right? Because it's an oval, if I keep going this way, it may just be here. Okay. So I am going to put, this last row is purple. I am going to put 2 yellow into this one, continuing our thing. This is the very top center here. So I'm kind of not sure, kind of winging this, because I believe the florals will have to go upwards this way to the center. And then we'll do 4 for the inner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, stick them in the zip tie. And once I get to the center one, I'll be able to figure out. And then I'm going to hit it with some glue. And you don't have to use a lot, just a little bit of glue going right over top of the stems on the board. Just push those back. And this is the very center. So it's purple. I'm thinking because it's the center and I'm going to have these going upwards, I'm going to try and put these in more straight, which means, so the outer one gets 2 like the others, but I'm going to crisscross these, making them kind of straight. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Okay, there's the 2. And then the inner one, is 4. So I will put 2 this way. And 2 this way. So I'm just making kind of a crisscross in the zip tie and pull it tight. Off. Now you can see it here, but don't worry, when the flowers, when I put the florals into these ones, it's going to cover all that. So this is kind of like the starting point. So if you are making one like this, start at the top with the things going straight, and then now I'm going to have the florals going upwards, just like the other side. If you keep going around, if we kept going around this way, the florals would be going downwards like this, right? And I don't want that. I want both sides, all the florals going up. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so like I said, wherever the mesh is purple. So I'm going to start back down here with yellow. This is still going to be kind of underneath the sign, but the flowers will be peeking through. Okay, so 2, exactly the same as we did before, with them side by side, where the branches are in the zip tie. Do that. I think once I'm done, the crazy explanation I just gave you guys will make a bit more sense. Okay, and now we're going to do purple going upwards. 2, 2 on top, and that's the one that's over the mesh. Now watch when I put my sign. Can you see what those little yellow ones? You can see them coming from underneath the sign. So that's why we would put, yeah, it would, but I wanted to pre-start this so I wasn't here for a long time since it is a Friday night. So that's why I said, if you're gonna do that, you can start it here, and it depends if you're gonna put a sign on. You may want to do the whole thing in florals and put a sign in the middle. I want my sign to the side, but I want my florals all going up towards the top. If you keep going around this way, the way I was going, so if I kept going around this way, this side of the board, the florals would be facing down. Does that make sense? Oh, my horse demo is starting. Oh, oops, bad timing on that part. Anyways, it'll make sense once I finish. You'll see. So we need 4 purple. Now I have not done this before, so I'm kind of winging it as I'm going along here. Oh, actually, I should have kept going up here, because now I have to flip them up. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going back up here with the yellow, because it'll be easier for you guys to see as I'm working this way. I know you guys are all like, what is this woman doing? It's called winging it on a live. Okay, so yellow. 2. There, so now you guys will be able to see. So that's the straight ones, and now we're coming back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you guys see what I mean? Oh, I see, Tammy. Okay, yes. You're absolutely right. I did correct myself. There we go. There we go. So you can see that if I kept going around, the florals would go down, and I didn't want that look. I want all the florals going up. It's been a very long week, my friends. Very long week. Please give me some grace. I'm normally not this scatterbrained. All right, so we have mesh, so we're going to do some purple. So 2 on the outside. Again, it's very easy. Just line up where it's the last stem or nub, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Trim some of this wire back. And then 4 in the center, in the middle, inner one. Yeah, patience is a good thing. Yeah, it's been a week. Well, Tina Kelly, you know, it's been a week. All right, so I did 4. Put some glue. Alrighty. Next is yellow again. So you are using a total of 6 of these stems per row. So I'll be able to figure out how many actual stems I used once I'm done. So we did 10, 6, so 60 stems. There's 7 stems on a bush. Yeah, do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't pile them on top of each other. I'm kind of putting them side by side, just so they cover the board up a little bit better when you spread it out. And then once, bring these up a bit so they're not laying flat. Okay, we have the 2 purple already in here, and I'm going to put the 4 purple in there. 2, 3, 4. Thanks, Sandy. It's just been a really stressful week, and this is my downtime. I love crafting with all you guys. All right, do that up. I think that's all the florals we need. I'll be able to tell once I put my sign on. So I have quite a few stems still left. I'm pretty sure I have enough from those 2 packages to do a ring board like this as well. Okay, so let us put our sign. Pretty flowers. Zoom out because it's getting kind of big here. Isn't that pretty? The green mesh really makes everything pop, this lime green mesh. And it looks like I used a ton of florals, but I really didn't. And now, like I said, I'm kind of cornering the sign. So I'm going to take the top pipe cleaner, and like I showed you, I did mark where it's going. So it's going here to here, my pipe cleaner. Just find the hole. Stand up for this. There we go. 1, 2. Now I'm just going to lightly twist it on the back, just so it doesn't give way. And then doing the same on the bottom. So on the bottom, I'm going from here to here. And they line up. Just making sure before I totally tack this sign down that none of my florals or my mesh are stuck under the sign. That's all I'm doing. Now we could put some florals coming out the side if you want. You could even really do a cheater thing and maybe just like you could glue some florals to the back of the sign. Just a few going around, and then you'll actually see them, because if you zip tie them in going around the board, you're not going to see them. However, if you did glue them to the back of the sign, just a few like that, all the way around, actually that looks really pretty. You won't use as much green, as much florals. Look at that. What a good idea, Laura. So you could continue around like that. Okay, so it's just an idea. I probably will do it once I get my sign on here. So I'm going to flip this over. Okay, and I'm going to pull it, give it a twist, pull it, give it a twist. And there we go. We can pull these up. So it's, there we go, because these are wired, so you can move them around and bend them to however you like. And then the same with down here. And then it covers that pipe cleaner a bit. Pretty. And like I said, we can glue some more florals just around. I would just do the top part. Just like that. Just to the back of the sign. So it kind of flows around, but we're not using a ton of florals. Isn't that pretty? That's a different idea. All right, now I'm going to, actually, maybe should I have some purple? I should have some purple down here. I'm gonna undo this and just put one thing of purple down here. So it comes out the side here. I'll do 3. Going rogue here on you guys. There. Okay. So when I put the sign back on, a little bit of the purple will come from behind the sign. We can actually then glue the sign, let me see, stick that in there. Put that back down. Probably should glue. If I'm going to do the florals on the back of the sign, I probably should glue them. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Hold on, let me put my sign back on. I'm scatterbrained today. You just finished a tulip wreath? Yeah, I still have a ton of tulips. I guess I should use them up. They're not my favorite, but I like these much better. All right, let me twist that. There, that's better. These up. Very pretty. And now if I wanted to add florals to the back, after I'm done everything, I can just keep this upside down, put some glue, and place the floral down, just to put a few around the sign. And then just keep it upside down until your glue's dried. So you would do this at the very end of your wreath. When you're totally done everything, glue it all the way around, just for a little few florals. And then these, you're gonna bring the pipe cleaners back down those holes to keep it nice and neat. Alrighty. So I did, the top is the 2 outer, and the bottom is the 2 inner holes down here. Okay, we're gonna do a fun loopy bow. And I'm just gonna kind of put it, you know, kind of kitty corner, probably right in here. I'll nestle it in here. There we go. And then I'll finish putting some things down there. So we're gonna put a hanger up at the top where the two holes are. Gotta have something to hang it. The flowers are little plastic flowers from Amazon. So you can put them outside. Now I would spray everything with the UV spray. Wow, how pretty is that? Lift all these up. And don't worry about, you're not going to pull them out or anything because we put a little bit of glue on them. Add a little more if I need some. And then I'm going to put the florals around. Okay, and I'm going to put a loopy a bow there. You will want to spray it with some Scotch Guard water and sun protectant just to prevent your mesh and your florals from the color fading really quickly, because it will happen. The sun is the devil. So it will fade everything out. Okay, like I said, I'm going to put a nice, cute little loopy bow right up there, and I'm going to use this 7/8 black and white. So it is 7/8 by 25 yards. So there's lots on here. It's RC 5005WK. The 7/8 inch ribbon is becoming really super popular these days. It's coming out in almost like every color, solid color, stripes, everything. So lots of people are using it. We got a lot in. We got some more coming in. But I know we have this one in stock, and I'm just using the black and white because it really will pop and bring it into that sign, right? So we don't want too many colors going on. So I'm going to use my bow maker. Oh, I lost my spool holder peg. That's okay. Now, like I said, I want long tails because I'm going to curl them all up. So I'm going to do the tails at 20 inches. So this is a 20-inch piece. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cut the tails of my bow. Where the heck's my scissors? So they do both come out the bottom. I was even thinking of this. However, I think the black and white would be a lot more, stick out a lot more. Even though this is really pretty, it's got all the colors in it, all the colors of the sign. But you can use this, or you can even use just a solid. Pick out maybe even a pink or something from the sign. All right, and now I'm going to make long loopy bows, or loops. Now this has got a pretty good wire in it, so you do want, when you're going to do a bow like this, you do want to make sure that it's got a good wire. You could spray your sign too. It won't do anything to your sign. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do a loopy bow. And I'm going to do the loops. I'm going to do them 7 inches because I do want them to make big and flowy. No, maybe 6 inches. 6 inches. Yeah, that's good. I'm just so indecisive tonight. What the heck? I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay, so there's one on each side. Okay, so they're both 6 inch. And you're going, when you're making your loops, what you want to do is bring the ribbon down, and you need to do a half twist, just a half twist towards you, and that will bring up the kind of bad side of the ribbon, so that when you go to make your other loop, you only see the good sides of the ribbon. And that's the purpose of those half loops, or half twists. I need to give it up today, I think. Okay. So now I have the bad side is facing up, right? So when I go over, the good side will be facing the way I want it. Half twist. And I'm just making sure that the loop is 6 inches. And again, the bad side's facing up. Give yourself some, I don't know what happened to my spool holder. Peg. Down. Half twist towards you, and then I kind of measure it down like that. So it's 6 inches. 1, 2, 3. I got lots of ribbon here. I'll do a 5. I'm going to do 5 loops on each side. 5 or 4? That's how indecisive I am today. I'll do 5. So 3. And I'm just keeping them all 6 inches. 4. Yes, we do sell all the Easy Bow Makers, except for the Stow and Go. We don't have that one yet, but we have the kids one, we have this one, we have the deluxe one. All those are in our shop too. Okay, so this is the last one on this side. That's 5. And then I'm putting 1 there. Okay, then I'm going to cut it off just right there. Okay, now I'm going to take a zip tie and a pipe cleaner. Pull my whole concoction, my whole bow, right off the bow maker, and put a zip tie around the middle here. Okay, not super, super tight because I'm going to flip this over. Alrighty, bring the zip tie head to the back. Now you can just use a pipe cleaner. This is just always the way I do it. I use zip ties for my bows. Then I put the pipe cleaner underneath the zip tie there, and then I do it up nice and tight. Yes, Carla, when she comes out, she doesn't have them wholesale yet, so when she does, I will be getting them. All right, and there's our bow. Now I am going to cut that little piece off right here, although I don't really have to. You know what I'll do? I'm going to dovetail it and have it coming kind of out of the top. Okay, now I'm going to kind of directionally, it's going to go right there. Look how much that pops. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm just going to go down Trying to dig my way through the florals here. And yeah, that looks good right there. So there's a hole. Just putting them right in the middle, and I'll flip it over so you guys can actually see where I'm putting it. Okay, so it's almost kitty corner to where my sign is. And if I flip it over, it's one past the center. So there's the center, okay? So it's just one past. I'm just gonna kind of pull it until I can feel some resistance and then give it a twist. Now this bow, I made it very, very loopy on purpose because they're kind of just gonna stick up like this. We're not going to have it flat. And this ribbon is awesome because it pretty much matches anything. Lots of people use black and white in their designs. And this is a really great staple ribbon to have on hand for any designs, because it just adds that little pop of black and white when you need it. Yeah, I think the 6-inch works out well, and there's no rhyme or reason for this bow. Just kind of pulling up the loops, but they're just nice and long and loopy. Just like that. And then I'm going to roll these up. So the bottom I'm going to leave. I'm going to roll it right up the center like that. And then I'm going to start rolling it towards the middle. And you can see and I'm going to grab where I started rolling to begin with, and we're just going to leave it like that. Now you can dovetail the end or whatever you want. I'm just going to keep it rolled at the bottom. It would stay rolled. It doesn't want to. All right, let's try this one. I don't know why I'm reaching right across. All right. Now I'm gonna, again, start rolling, going towards the inside. So there's where I started, and we're going, rolling it. So the start is in the middle, going towards the inside here. And then you can just pull it. Oh, why am I doing this upside down? Let's just stick it in the greenery here. All right, I'm just going to dovetail. It's just one of those things. Just go with it. Trying to be different. Tonight's not the night. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I may have to glue this a bit, but I am, like I said, going to put some flowers, just a few florals on the back of the sign here. It's so pretty. I have to roll those again. Now I am going to, even though I fixed my bow and everything, I am going to flip this over, and I am going to put some of the little flowers on the back of the sign along the edge. Purple. Yellow. So where I'm gluing, I put the whole stem in, but where the glue is sitting is where that the little nub things start. It is pretty, and hopefully you guys can get through my mumbo jumbo that I've been speaking tonight. I'm just doing purple, yellow, purple, yellow. You can cut these off too if you want, but it kind of, the longer stem helps it stabilize the florals. What is wrong with me tonight? Oh my God. I should have stayed laying in bed watching Corner Gas. That's what I was watching of all shows. Yellow, purple. I will count to see how many stems I actually used, and I will post it. Brain did have I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know if I'm tired. It's just stress. I don't know, but I apologize that I'm all over the place, but it did turn out really pretty. And the end did turn out like I wanted it. Sometimes we just have some of those days. You love Corner Gas. Dave got me watching it. He watches silly things like that, and like I said, it's been a week, and I just needed something silly to make me laugh. So he put Corner Gas on. Which is a very silly Canadian show. Kind of like Schitt's Creek. That's a funny one too. So I'm literally just gluing the florals to the back of the sign. One more. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks like we used a lot of florals, doesn't it? It looks like we have a little space gap right here. I don't know if I can. And that's it. I am done. I am done. Bring these up. Bend them up so they're not flat. Oh, and it helped stabilize the sign too. Perfect. Bring a couple, bring them down so they're kind of over top of the sign, like that. So it looks like it's tucked into the sign. And there we go. A beautiful oval, and it is pretty big. Let me see how big it is. I might put a few greenery just in this spot here. Seems to be needed a little bit. I'm going to do that right now. Just put some glue at the end here. And then slide it right into the mesh. There we go. Oh, that was easy. Okay, this is $28 by 24. 28 by 24. You like the flap? Yeah, it does. It looks a little fuller. I might stick a few more in. Like I said, I will count, probably not tonight, I will count how many of these I used, but I definitely did not use both packages. I still have quite a few left. There was 12 bushes in each of the purple and 12 of the yellow. 7 stems on each bush. I have to fix this. Not sure if I like it curled. I think I like it like that. 7 stems on each bush, and I'll count. And then we used not even half a roll of the green. But that's it. I am going to add a little bit of more florals. You can just glue them in, probably over here, But that's the gist of it. Isn't it pretty? It is a very cute spring wreath. And considering the size of it and everything, and all these florals, it is quite inexpensive to make. So these are really cute little florals that Amazon sells. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm going to bed. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm sure there's lots of lives on right now. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. I have another horse I need to finish. I did upload a horse that we did the other day. I edited the tutorial, and there's also a unicorn that you guys didn't see. It is a tutorial. It's going to be debuting on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to start doing that a bit more often, where it's not going to be a live, it's just going to be a tutorial uploaded to YouTube. But the unicorn turned out, oh my God, amazing. So check that out, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.